Hello and welcome, my lovely Taurus. Taurus, your card in tarot is the Hierophant card. It is, of course, the card of tradition and teachers. It's the card of you are not alone, but it is also the card of making the most of your gifts. Alright, and me being the Queen of Clovers, the Queen of Wands. My readings tend to focus on life, craft, action, nurturing ourselves and others, and using our will for the highest good and calling. I also seek to raise the light with unconditional love and, of course, a gratitude. And I do want to thank you with an open heart for all your likes, subscribes, your shares, your comments. Please tap that bell now if you haven't yet. I am a baby reader, but I am growing. And I don't know if I'm allowed to say that anymore since I've been at it for 6 months. So much confirmation, so much development of all of us, including my spirit. All right, Taurus. Taurus, this is your intuitive energy and card reading for the week of October 14th through October 20th, 2019. Remember, time is a pretense, and this could be past, present, or future energies. This is also a general reading for Taurus house, sun, moon, rising positions, and cross watchers. Of course, it still will not apply to all, but do hang around. There will be general Taurus messages that pop up. Sometimes I gotta split them out. So what are we working? Finally, some good fire in the sky, but it's a little tainted. This Aries full moon. Ooh, it is so beautiful to see already. Aries full moon. Remember, full moon Sunday, October 13th is going to be the full energy of the week, no matter what else hits you. Full moons are about purging, about letting go, about releasing, about cutting things off, pushing things out and allowing, because the veil is very thin. If you allow things in, things will come into the other side of the veil. This is your opportunity to push things through the veil and get them out of your life. A lot of energy. This full moon is represented by the Four of Wands. It's reunions, returning home after and stability after a time of difficulty. And it's also, we also have Scorpio, Venus and Mercury in Scorpio, which is all about, well, of course, it's unapologetic sex bomb, but it's also the unmasking the shadows. So this full moon is very important to the next 30 days because it is a bright light on a lot of shadow energy, Scorpio energy, death energy. And Mercury is in shadow retrograde. Mercury will go retrograde October 31st in the shadow. A lot of unmasking of villains. A lot of unmasking of lovers. I haven't seen as much of it. I've only seen that in my personal readings. So that's possible in your lives. All right, I'm just going to pull 3 cards. Problem, complication, result for the week. For my... You got a Knight of Swords in your problem. That's probably an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And wherever they're going, it's just not the right way. This could be you going the wrong way. You might feel money or value just eking out of your life somehow with that Knight of Pence in reverse. Or things just kind of speeding up in unusual ways, or unfortunately, a Knight of Pence in reverse could be speeding up, or things just never happening. This person just never taking that step forward. And the Sun card in reverse. Of course it's in reverse. The Sun is just looking so glum in reverse. And that's because whatever this this person or you even speaking a little harshly maybe, Knight of Swords can be that very, very eager to cut people off or use your very, very sharp tongue. Tauruses are known for stabbing you and twisting the knife. Okay, but with the truth, though. I know, Taurus. I know. Let's get some clarifications. I don't know why I call them qualifiers all the time, but it's been a week of unmasking and unmasking a lot of our own issues. Just the way we cancel people out in our society is very strange, but it is like, I think it is us coming into a lot of realities of that too. All right, 7 of Wands. You feel like you need to be defensive about your work with this situation or this person, this air sign. They threaten your ability to move forward. They threaten your adventure. They threaten whatever you're moving towards. You feel like you have to defend yourself in a way, in the way you do things. I'm going to pull these two because they were kind of hopping around. Yeah. You feel like you're just stuck. It feels very stuck. It feels like you can't move forward right now. And it's not what you were hoping for. This is perhaps finding out that there were rumors about you in the workplace, or where you make your money, or where you put most of your work in, that aren't true, but you don't really have a way to deal with it right now. And these rumors might actually be affecting a raise or an opportunity that you were hoping for. And ooh, for those of you that actually resonates, you guys are pissed. The level of anger here, the level of immaturity that you have decided not to move forward with in your brain right now is pretty stunning. I kind of went through this week as that full moon energy kind of started to pick up, and then I looked up in the sky and there was this full moon slivered out just a bit, but it's there and it's getting bigger. It's supposed to be a micro moon, but it's not. It looks pretty big in the sky, and it did piss me off, and it did show the light on some things that, oh boy, can I be a brat about. But trying to adult your way through this. This tells me that you're just going to stand back a little bit, even though you just want to brat it out with this Page of Swords. Oh, Taurus, I know this. They be testing a bitch, as it's said. Why? Okay. Alright, your Knight of Pence in reverse is clarified by this is the complication. It's because you have a new opportunity, some new inspiration. I see what this is. You had some things set in motion with this, beginning with this Knight of Swords. You did have something set in motion. Unfortunately, I think whatever your plans were for the future, you're working really hard at it, but I think it feels like you're going in reverse. It feels like you're going backwards with this journey, and that you're realizing, you're coming to the realization that whatever you were moving towards, like if you were moving towards a degree, this is like, I need to change my effing major. This is that realization that but it's an inspiration. It's a valuable inspiration. You make money, or you succeed more in a different way. Spirit is like giving you the heads up. Like, you are having complications in your current situation to let you know that you're not on the right path. Spirit is opening up a new financial path for you with that 8 of Diamonds, and it's gonna kill your, it's gonna feel like death ending this. And this is why the complication is this Knight of, it's a Knight of Pence. I usually get that they're speeding up, somebody's speeding towards you. But this is a direct halt. And it feels like nobody wants to go on this journey anymore, especially you. And it's your journey. And the reason is because you're getting this inspiration to move forward in other ways. A different kind of way. And it's a spark. It's even a spark of creativity. So much so that you're going to end what you were working on. And when you end it, you're going to realize how painful it was. It's going to shock people. I'm really like, you're going to be like, I ended that and walked away from that. And it feels like you have access to the rest of your brain. It feels like so you're saying, like, you're going to have access to your whole capacities to think, to create, to succeed now. Because you have an empath here that you think is like you're working on something that's going to bring out this like great value. And you were like gung-ho and everything about it. And you're like, I'm plugging myself into this and there's no way I can fail. But it's also so mundane. I mean, so mundane that I don't think you will succeed in it. And it's not me thinking that you won't succeed in it. It's you knowing, getting the realization that maybe you're moving the wrong way. You're moving the wrong way. Where you are now is totally this Ace of Swords, completely uninspired, blah, blah, blah. And this Four of Cups is another blah, blah, blah card. That's what that's what brings these two together. The problem and the conundrum is that you're working on this, but this is how you really feel about it. This is the change that's coming about. And what brings about that change is this lack of inspiration and this feeling of it. This is borderline depression. At least you have some cups and your spirit is somewhat okay. But this could even be it's not good for your spirit, whatever you're working on. You're beginning to notice it. And even more so, once you kind of start to back off of this and consider other options and really take this inspiration a little further, like write it down in your journal or go Google something about this other course you want to take or this other direction you want to go, you're going to realize how painful it's been for you and how just exciting other things seem. I don't think we need this to clarify the Sun card in reverse, but I'm going to see what's really busting your buns. Okay. This could be working on a divorce, a marriage upside down. This could be your Aries. Those reunions and those coming back to a time of stability is not as easy as it looks. There's just a little unfairness going on in your life and that you're kind of being a little whiny about. But it's something that once you think it over, it's going to be okay. And it's because you're going through this change and you don't want other people in here. You just don't want other people in here right now. You need to think this over. This is major. You kind of want to hermit it out a little bit. Let's see what we can get to this solution to get what ties these together. Yeah, you're realizing these aren't options. This is realizing the direction you're going. You're going into a place where you'll have limited income abilities, or you won't really be able to build kingdoms from what you're working on right now as well. Sometimes this is finding out that the job you dream about would pay so little that you'd have to always have another job. And so you would have trouble building your kingdom. And even controlling your kingdom with this king. You wouldn't be able to make good plans or strategies. It's just that sense of you probably can't even do that now because of the focus you've had on this old business. Let's pull some cartomancy lines and see how the timeline pulls for you. How the week is going to unfold more numerically for you. Okay, you found your wish come true. I dropped a card. This is like my pet peeve of reading. Okay. Oh my gosh. You found a wish come true, and this wish come true is going to be able to support yourself, which I did say was a concern of yours in the tarot line, in the tarot spread. And, oh, putting down those burdens. There's something coming for you that is really going to boost your energy a little differently. This is going to boost you up. So Nine of Cups is that wish come true, but it's also that success. It's right before full completion. This is physical completion. So this is that physical things in your life, like love and even money are going to be much improving. The Nine of Pentacles is in reverse, so it's more of a start for you, less of a major lottery win or finding that perfect sugar daddy, but it is or mama. But this is but your heart, your satisfaction, it's going to be much better than you had planned right now. And I'm talking about just the weekend or the week, and in terms of like bringing certain things together for this week to be able to set yourself up to really consider your movements. It's just that feeling of you're about to flip your world upside down. You're about to release your burdens. 10 of Wands, that is physical and spiritual completion of a burden. It is releasing it, letting go. Goodbye, goodbye. Because you're coming into a victory of home, which is really good for this Aries full moon. You're coming into that victory of nostalgia and home. Could be a fire sign coming in, crowding you up a little bit. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but moreover, it's in reverse, but it is building that fire under your ass to really know where you want to go. There's a person coming in that when they stand next to you, they make you look at your life differently, because they've made a change. They've done this before. They've done this before, and it's dramatic and difficult, and you just want to ask them how they do it, and the answer's not good. You control what you can control, and you release what you can release, kind of thing. Ooh, this is you, my loves. Yeah. Ooh, 7 sevens. A lot of 7s right now. And it's just because we're coming into some realities with that Mercury and retrograde. The truth is like completely unavoidable. And the details of truth and communication are just going to be so forefront in our faces. November. This is a possible air sign again in your energy. But this is you balancing your energy at work. You're coming into work, your public image. You're going to ground that. Because right now, I feel, Taurus, you're just grounding things. You're like, I'm getting my home cleaned, or I'm, mowing the lawn this weekend. Because this week I'm going to sit down and I'm going to think this shit over. I'm going to do my research. I'm going to, this inspiration has knocked you off your fucking horse. And you're going to keep it to yourself with this Jack of Swords in reverse. First of all, there's a lot of things you're keeping to yourself because the inspiration alone was shocking to you. It shocks you, whatever you want. It's like knowing your heart's desire because the full moon shed light on it. And sometimes nobody can take away those inspirations or the way spirit approaches you with information. These 7s are in reverse, and they can be illusion cards. They can be 7 of diamonds. This can be that wine, women, and song card, that avoidance card. You have avoided things. You've worked to avoid things. And with the 5 of diamonds in reverse, it's really not brought you any satisfaction. You're setting up this week. It's really weird energy that I'm getting, that you're basically even scheduling in Sharpie marker, not penciling in time to consider this. It's seriously, like I said, knocked you off your horse. And it's like going that trodden path. It's like, I graduated from high school, I went to college, I got my degree, I got a career, and now I'm just going to move up that career slowly. Well, the world is changing, and you want a piece of that. You just want to be part of that. You don't want to go the same direction everybody's going anymore. Even if it is generally what secures you in a lot of your ways, in your positions, there are things you've dreamt about that you want, but perhaps from the past, your dream needs to be updated to the new world, the new environment, and your change of heart. Your heart has changed so much that I feel like a burst of just happiness and okayness. Things are going well. Again, this is physical completion. This is making space for spiritual completion. What would really release your burdens? What would really release your burdens? And I feel like Spirit has given you that inspiration and that go ahead to get on it. And you are really, this is like really, if you haven't done it, this is definitely the week to do it, because a lot of Tauruses are, and you're going to be able to share in that energy of just your heart's desire. All right, Taurus, thank you for sharing your energy with me. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, tip or donate if the spirit moves you. Information in the box below for my PayPal. And of course, if you'd like to connect with me personally or request a personal reading, I'm only doing 3-card readings right now because of this move I'm getting ready for. But so there's limited spaces. But do email me and I will try and make it fair. All right. Have a great week, my lovely Taurus.